Hello there and welcome. Today our topic is on patient assistant device. It's a device that repurposes and remodels the existing patient buzzer. Here's the introduction and let's find out what is a patient buzzer and how does it work. It's an assistive tool designed to call the nurse for assistance. Normally patients who need care use this to call the nurses so they may be attended to in maybe in emergency cases as well. It's a tool which is cylindrical that has a rubber grip texture with a red button on top. So when the red button is pressed on, it sends an input feed to the main computer network frame, giving a message to the nurses indicating the patient needs assistance. It is corded to the wall. It's attached to the wall. So, why the change or uplift of the patient buzzer design and its model? Traditional patient buzzers can be a safety hazard. It can act as an obstruction because it's corded or wired to the wall. And normally they are tied onto the side of the bed on the rails. And when the patient has to leave on one side of the bed, it acts as an obstruction. And normally the nurses tie them a lot onto the side of the bed to make it more approachable to the patients to use it. And over time, on the extensive usage of or extensive tying and usage of the button, it leans or it becomes more prone to current leakage. How? The elastic or the rubber coating around the cord peels or tears off over time from being tied on multiple times, and they become more prone to current leakage. And current leakage is one thing that we cannot accept in the current patient environment, and we need to seek an alternative method. And extensive usage, such as pressing the button over time, can make it stiff, and it can become hard for certain patients to press on it, especially those who are disabled or are very weak. What can be done with the patient buzzer? We can remodel it and repurpose it. That's our objective of this project. We can negate all the existing issues of the buzzer system and also add more functions to it, make it more ergonomical, easy to use, and economical, easy, cheaper, or less costly to afford. So now we're going to talk about the scope of the project. The purpose is to create a better device that supersedes the existing patient buzzer and repurposes it with an additional functionality that helps the patient, hence renaming it as Digital Patient Assistance. Remodeling the device includes wireless, so no cords. It will be connected over the Wi Fi network. Well, it has a tap feature, so no buttons, make it much easier for patients who are weak or disabled to just tap it and not put any effort in pressing it. It is ergonomic, make it simple and easy to use, and it has Velcro on so that it can be attached to the railway and it can be removed at the same time without any form of hesitance or any sort of obstruction with the cord dangling in the way. And the added functionality includes screen to display notifications. We can add a system where we can show a form of a message to the patient. We can load a profile on it to view all the medications that they have due on time to take, or we can add some event details to show when they are supposed to have their next surgery or the next leave from the hospital. It has a tap function, as mentioned earlier. The tap function can be coded to take some set of input. We could set it as a single tap that can call the nurse for assistance, or we can make it a double tap to activate another function, which is the flashlight. So it may be easier for the patients to view anything in the dark without turning their lights on adjacent to the bed and annoy the neighboring patients. It has a vibration feature that can um, give a small vibration, giving the sense of the feedback that the input has been taken upon the first tap or upon the second double tap. And this feature can be helpful for those who are blind or those who are disabled. They can have that sense of vibration on their finger, giving them the feel that their input has been taken into the system. And obviously, the wireless feature to avoid the corded system, have it connected to the network mainframe and communicated via the Wi-Fi.
Cost management. Um, what is cost management? It is the process of estimating, allocating, and controlling project costs. So with this part, we managed to gather uh, our project part, and we made a bill of materials. The bill of materials summarizes the part's costs, where it came from, the description, and part number as a reference in the future. The three main components of our project are the Elgato R3 microcontroller that acts as the brain of the device. Power supply will act as the battery, or it will power up the device. Um, the breadboard for prototyping the device before it goes into final production. So the essential components required to build this device is totaled at $120.72. Um, the final prototype unit is estimated to be valued at $27.36, making it affordable than other buzzers that will uh, cost less features out there. And the $27.36 is all the essential components totaled together after making the final prototype. Time management. What is time management? Time management is the organization of tasks, progress, time, and activities spent on the project. This is a crucial step in making the project because it helps the team meet the required deadlines for each assigned task. Um, the project is designed to be completed within the span of 14 weeks, and as a team, we need to deliver when the final project meet the deadline. And each task are equally distributed among team members according to their strengths and attributes. So we will meet the desired project deadlines on time without compromising anything. Risk management. What is risk management? It is the process of identifying, assessing, and controlling threats that can hinder a project success. For our risk management, we are focusing on our device's failure rate and improving the device as we move forward. For example, we will go through various trials to see its placement and practical functionality on an inpatient bed. So that means the patient can be immobile and they need to have some assistance. Stress test the device. Stress test the device in case accidents occur, such as device falling in the ground or uh, liquid spill tests, where the device can have some accidents um, when the patient can accidentally spill some water on it or anything that they are drinking on. Um, and coding the device multiple times so it can perform better in the future. We also included in our risk management to involve the unforeseen circumstances that can occur in each group members. So such as like death within the family, work, schedule, they can't come on time, etc. For conclusion, overall, our team's objective is to redefine patient assistance in the hospital setting. For example, this will help patients with limited physical movement to easily call for help and to avoid carer to patient negligence to increase patient care. Thank you.